Hello YouTube, Steve, Valiant Customs here. Today on this, or not today, in this video, I'm going to make some interior door panels for my 64 Valiant. The process I'm using should work for any vehicle. Hello YouTube, Steve with Valiant Customs here. Today we're going to build interior door panels for the 64 Valiant Gasser, and just wanted to bring you guys along for the ride to see how it's done. So let's get started. To do the layout on it, I'm going to use a razor blade and some tape, and then I happen to have this plywood laying around, so that's what I'm going to use. A lot of people use like a plastic or kind of like a vinyl thin kind of board. That also will work. First of all, I want to thank David Boyd for being outstanding and sending me a paper template of his door panels for his Valiant. It's just amazing. I'm just very thankful for him doing that. All right, so let's get started on this. First thing I'm going to do is just tape the paper template down to the board, and then from there I'm going to cut it out. Not the board, but just the paper. I'm going to cut the template or the drawing of the template off of the paper that he sent me, and that way I can glue the cutout template to either the board, or I could probably glue it even onto the board, because it's not going to matter. I mean, once I make the template out of the board, I can just use the board template to make my next interior panel. I gotta tell you, I was really worried on how I was going to make these panels, because I was just going to put paper up on the door and trim around it, and you can do it with plastic, some clear plastic or some thin white paper. Put it up on your door and just trace around everything and put your holes in and stuff like that. But this gentleman got a hold of me on one of my forums that I'm in on Facebook, and somebody suggested getting a paper template of it, and he spoke up and said, well, I have a door card or door panel. I could do that for you if you would like. So I jumped on that chance, and I mean, he did an awesome job on it. I got the size of the holes for the window crank, the door. He's got the two holes for the pull handle. I mean, just a fantastic job. So now I have this taped down, and I'm just gonna trace right along the black lines that he's got here for the layout of the door of the template. Again, guys, you can do it with the plastic and everything. It works just fine. But this is a template, exact template of an original interior door panel. So when he asked if I wanted him to go ahead and do this, I jumped at the chance. And again, I really appreciate him stepping up and offering to do this for me. may not be the way I want to go with that. Maybe I'll just follow the line. Also, I wanted to apologize to you guys for not having a video out in a while now. It's been I think it's been 4 weeks, maybe possibly 5 weeks, something like that. You know, I want to get videos out at least once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month at least, not, 4 or 5 weeks. But as I get going on this and everything, I'm hopefully going to end up getting more videos out than that. I'm hoping once a week to do it. I'm learning a lot on the editing of them and everything, because I am doing my own editing. And okay, like I said, I'm doing my own editing and trying to do everything myself. Some point I'll probably have my wife come out and run the camera for me, because I don't feel that you guys are getting, I don't feel that the camera's in the right spot when I'm trying to show you guys something like this. This could actually be a little bit closer so you guys can see the lines that I'm cutting, so you can see the holes that are marked and everything. But right now, it is what it is, and we'll make do. We'll get through it. And if anybody's got, any ideas that would make this easier for somebody, if you want to comment it below in the comments, please do. I'd like for this channel to be a community that wants to help other people with the way that, we do things on cars and everything, and how we do custom stuff on cars. So please feel free to comment. Oh, how do I want to do this? From my first video with the brakes on the Valiant, I still haven't got the proportioning valve working right. It wants to fight me the whole way. But that's okay. I started working on a couple other projects. One I unfortunately didn't record, and the other one I'm also in the process of recording that along with this, and that's doing a lower door skin on my 62 Chevy short box truck. So that'll be coming out. All right, this is going quite good. This is going really good. This is straight. It's somewhat straight enough, I guess. Go down here. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Sorry about you guys having to see the back of my head right now, or yeah, the back of my head, back of my back period. Not able to see this. Alright, so there it is. I got the paper template cut out. And then, so this is just, I'm not going to use this. I mean, that's the one I wanted, the paper template part. Alright, so now I'll untape everything and tape that down. Or glue it. I'll probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll glue it down. We'll see how it goes. If it goes good with tape, we'll just use the tape. And also another thing to learn from this, that sometimes it's really hard to find things for your project that you're working on. But if you go on forums and stuff, hey guys, there's still people out there that want to help you complete your projects. I mean, just like David here, he had no issues sending this out to me to help me out. Okay. Well, I think I'll move it in a little bit. Okay. I hope that these videos, or that this channel, helps motivate people to get out and work on their projects, show their projects a little love. If you can even spend, if you could even spend an hour on your project, or a day, or even a couple hours on your projects on the weekend. I go out on a Saturday in your shop or whatever and spend, say, an hour on Saturday, an hour on Sunday, or something like that. Sooner or later, that project's going to get done. You're going to see things move on that project, and it'll probably, hopefully, motivate you more to work on it more. I mean, I know sometimes life gets in the middle of things, and it takes time on projects and everything. For instance, the door that I'm going to be showing you the lower door skin on, that truck has been parked. Well, that truck has not been on the road in probably 20 years. I bought the truck. It ended up having a rear end issue. and I drove it 3 times since I bought it. And the 3rd time is when the issue showed up. And I tore the truck down, and it's been sitting in pieces. I mean, it's sat a long time just in pieces, period. And then one time I started putting it together and everything. But I haven't had it on the road, or the motor that's in it, I think I fired it 1 time. And that was just with a battery, a wire running from the battery to the coil and down to the starter. That was it. None of the wire, it doesn't have wiring in it. I still have to do the wiring in it. That'll be an episode on this channel as well. All right, but enough chit-chatting about my projects. Let me get this traced out on this board, and we can go from there. All right, so now I'm just gonna take a marker and trace around this template. And another good thing about using the paper template on this, instead of just taking like a piece of plastic, clear plastic, and going around the door and everything, is with this being the original, or template of an original interior piece, you can see, well, you can't see on the camera, I'm sure, but this here is not just straight. It angles out a little bit, and then kind of curves in and everything right here. Where if you got a piece of plastic or something up on the door and you're going through and just doing it yourself, that's something that you might skip. You might just go straight up the door. All right. Oops. Okay, got it traced out. I could use this paper template to go ahead and put down one and another one, trace it all out and cut it again on this next section. But I'll probably end up just using the wood itself once I get this one cut out, and just scoot it down and trace it out and cut it out. And we gotta get these holes out of here. There's that one. Now I got 2 little ones right here that I got to get cut out. These are actually for the screws that hold the door handle, or to shut the door. Ooh. Tight little radius, tell you what. There. All right, there's that. Whoops, darn it. Whoops. All right, there. Now I'm just gonna trace those holes. All right. So let's see what we got. See if it looks like an interior door panel. I don't want to. Another cool thing about this, if oops, you got it in case you ever need it again, or if you're on a forum and you know, somebody says something about needing interior pieces or something like that, you can offer to basically kind of pay this forward. I mean, send the template to them, or put out another template and, you know, and help somebody else out. All right. It's probably going to get a little loud, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out, and then I'll come back to you guys. So hold on just a minute. All right, so I got the template cut out of the wood and everything. Used the jigsaw for that. Got the holes here for it. I did go over and put it on the door and everything, and it was just a little bit too big, which I kind of figured it would because that was a template. I mean, it's kind of like our aftermarket parts that we buy. They're based on the original parts, so they're a little bit bigger because that's how they make the stamps for them. But you know, when they draw out the original one, it's just a touch bigger, not bad. But this door, the interior panel, has a piece of chrome trim that goes on top. So I grabbed that. Let me get that. I grabbed that out of the car and put it on here. Whoop, get on there. And now it fits perfect. So that tells me that this door panel is exactly like the original door panel. And that's awesome. So when I take this one, I lay it down on the board, and I trace it out again. It's going to be the same thing. It's a template, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. And I mean, even when you cut on the inside of the line that you put down, it's still just a touch bigger because you can't get the marker or whatever right in there and everything. So you might have to take sandpaper and sand it down or something like that. But with this one, I mean, that's a win right there. That is. You can see on the back how it fits on the. I don't know if you can see that, but see how it fits on the chrome right there and everything. That's a win. That is mint. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. Again, I'm not going to bore you with me cutting it out or anything or drawing it this time because you already saw how I did that. But when I go to put the vinyl, when I go to put the vinyl on this and glue it down and everything and do the holes and the corners and stuff, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how I do those. So with that being said, I'm gonna get the second one done and just started on that vinyl. All right, so now that I've got the panel all cut out and everything, I went ahead and I laid out my material, and I just took the material and wrapped it around like so on the board itself, just to make sure that I would have enough to glue it down or staple it or something like that. I took the marker and marked my circles and everything. And so the next step is I'm just gonna, it doesn't look like I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there is a red line right here and over here. I only went maybe, I don't know, an inch and a half probably from the top, inch and a half from the bottom. And I think that'll be enough to, yeah, see, that'll be enough to wrap over. And if I want, like I said, you know, you can put staples in it, or you can just spray it and glue it. Hopefully it'll be okay. And then you'll take this over and you can like cut it so that it folds over better on itself and everything. Because you don't want it to bunch all up on your corners and everything. And then when you go to put it in your door, it wings itself out and everything. So I'll show you how to do that here in a little bit when I get going on it too. So, yep, that's that. I'll cut this out. I'm going to get 2 of them. So I just showed you that line there. I'm going to get the other one, get this one cut out, and then I'll get the other one marked and cut out. And then I'll bring you back and show you how we're going to lay it all out and cut the corners and the holes and stuff like that. It's a different day. I left off with the holes here in the material where the window crank, door crank, and the pull handle is going to go. And I kind of decided to go a different route as far as I wasn't just going to go ahead and glue it down onto the plywood. So I went to a local fabric shop and bought some foam for it. And I'm going to put foam down on it. And hopefully it works out well. A lot of times, a lot of people use like a cloth matting, and it gets all twisted up in the screws and stuff like that that you put down, or that you put into it to go into the door to hold it down. It like just twists it all up in there. So I got a different kind of material, like a polyester material, and hopefully that being padded and everything, I'll be able to put it down on here, do my holes, and then glue my material over on top of this too. A lot of people will take their material and fold it over on their part, or on their door panel, like so that there's padding up here at the top and it doesn't rip your cloth or anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go and glue it right straight with the panel itself. Okay. I think I got enough on there. Ooh, material. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just put it right on the edge like so. And like I said, I'm just going to put it right up to the plywood. I'm not going to wrap it around or anything like that, because I think it would push it too far away from my door in this instance. A lot of times it works great on cars when you do wrap it around and fold it down and everything. But I just got a weird feeling about this one with the metal trim up top and everything, that I'm probably better off just cutting it right to size for the plywood. Now, so it's a different day. My battery on my camera decided to puke out on me last night. And I can't seem to find my staple gun to put staples. Let me show you here. Give you a little spin here, like that. So I can't find my staple gun to go through here put staples on here, so I'm putting the glue down on it, and then you gotta wait a few minutes, and then you fold it over, and I'm just clamping it down. And then, so I don't know how long this is gonna take to do it like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and start doing it like this, and then as it dries or whatever, then I'll come out here and start doing the rest of it. But while I'm waiting, and I don't know where the battery died at on you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the other side here and pick up hopefully where I left off on this one when the battery died. Give you a spin again. Just remember to turn on my microphone. Oh. Sometimes, some days, everything wants to fight you. That's all right though. So, I already cut out my foam matting for the door panel here, and so now I'm to the point where I can go ahead and spray the glue on it and stick the foam on it, which again is supposed to take some time to do. It says on the can, allow to dry for 10 minutes, then join the materials. I don't listen to the directions very well or follow directions very well. So I'm just going to spray it, spray both sides, and then make sure that I got the correct side for which one's what. Yep, okay. So just gonna spray both the wood and the material itself. Here it goes. Okay, good enough. It says to make sure your surface is clean. So I'll just wipe her off here. Okay. All right, well, there. Well, at least the glue holds on the cap. There we go. Stick my finger. So we got that glued. And we'll move that and glue this. Yes. Man, that glue is some sticky stuff. Okay. Clean this off. It also says on the can that the porous material, you can go ahead and put it on wet, so that's why I'm not too worried about waiting 10 minutes for it to dry or anything like that. It'll either stick or it won't. I'll just have to redo it. Oh, there, sticks. Hey, this glue's definitely sticky. Okay, there's that. Just gonna take it and spin it around so I can put it down on there. Okay. All right. right, so gluing the foam matting onto this. This will I'll let sit overnight. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab some batteries here. Ooh, don't fall. All right. Oh, yeah, it's sticky. It's already sticking on the sides here. All right. So I put the matting down and everything, and now I'm going to go over to this one over here, test it and see if it's sat long enough to dry. If not, I have a feeling this is going to be a long process until I find my staple gun. So let's look over here. Well, hey, it stayed. It's stuck. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to go on and do this corner here now. Oop. Well, that one wasn't even clamped down. It stuck. Good. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and spray this down and get it to form on here. On these corners, once it dries, then I'll come back and put some slits in it so that I can wrap this around without having a big old wadded mess like this on the end of it or anything. I hope you guys can see this. Sorry if you can't. Take this. That's all I need is on my fingers. This stuff is sticky. Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll let this sit and dry for a couple minutes. And then I'll come back and roll it over and pinch it down with some clamps. That side there, I'll let it sit for a little bit. I'll flip it over and I'll get all the vinyl ready for it to go on that one. So when this is all dry, I'll come back to you guys and show you how it turned out. So here's one of the corners I'm going to be working on. I've already kind of started, when I sprayed it and clamped it down, it already kind of folded over on itself, so I had to cut a little bit of material out here to so that it would lay down flat and clamp down. But all I'm doing is I'm taking the material and folding it over, and everywhere that there's like this big bump, I don't know, let me move my hand here. This big bump, you guys can see it. You don't want that in there. You want to try and get that out. So I've just been I take a razor blade and just give it a little cut. Hope it's right. I mean, I'm no professional at this. I got things I got to get done on my projects, so that's what I'm doing. Good thing about hot rodding and stuff is you learn as you go. You have fun. You enjoy it. Don't be scared to try different things, to get the stuff to lay down right and everything. 'Cause Okay. I'll put that one there. Now this piece I just want out of there. So I'm just going to cut it there. And then we'll just stretch this corner up around and see. Okay, so I got this here I gotta worry about. Not sure how we're gonna take care of that. Guess I'll make a little cut here. A little cut here. Come on, come off of there. Okay. And any of you upholsterers that do this for a living and everything, you want to comment and help my channel out as far as maybe telling somebody the correct way of doing things on this, or what I'm doing wrong, or anything like that is helpful. Oh boy. Now I got this thing here that I'm just gonna, oh boy. Looks like I'm just gonna have one little bubble right here. I don't think that's really a big deal. I can deal with that. One little tiny bubble like that. Make sure the rest goes up good. Seems to. This goes up here like this. Okay. Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, we're going to cut a little bit more on this one, I guess. It's only material. You can always go buy another roll of it, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't want to buy another roll. It's not too expensive. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little splash right here. Splash on the material. Okay. We'll splash on material. So anyway, that's just all I do. I fold it up, and then where it creases, I'll cut it and then like overlap it and choose one of the sides that I want to cut it so that it overlaps and comes down smooth. Basically is what I'll do. I'll come back when I got this corner done and show you how it looks when I'm after. Oops, razor blade. You can come back and show you after it's done. Well, I learned a valuable lesson on this one. After I put the padding on, fold everything over, had it all set, went to go put it on the car, and when I had it folded over, the trim piece would not go on it. It was way too thick. So I trimmed the back off, hoping it would go on. It still wouldn't. Ended up trimming it and thought I'd just slide over and then pop the stuff up in there. Still won't fit. So I'm going to undo all this, take the padding off of it, and just put the vinyl right on the wood. Call it good. Call it a win. Right now, this thing is kicking my butt, and this is definitely an L. So hopefully I can get all this off of here and, still be able to reuse the material. It looks like I'll be able to. Yeah, see, it's coming off pretty good there. I'm just worried about the foam part itself, because even though I'm not using it, I don't want any little chunks of foam left on the board, because it'll show through on the vinyl when I put it all together. That was disappointing. But that glue definitely works well. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys with peeling this all off and everything. I'm going to peel it off and take the foam off the other one over there, and I'll just come back when I got it done. Well, that was a great learning opportunity for us. So I did what I told you I was going to do. I took the vinyl off of the front of the panel, took the padding off of it, and unfortunately some of the padding did leave some little speckles of foam or whatever on the panel. So I just flipped it over and used the smooth side to glue back down on the vinyl. That way none of that stuff shows through at the vinyl, or no little lumps or anything like that in the vinyl. Then I sprayed the panel with the glue again. Now I'm waiting. It says 10 minutes, so I'm probably going to wait about 5 or 6, maybe 8. And I'm going to just stretch this over the panel again and get it to stick to the panel. And then hopefully it'll work on the door, and we'll have at least one door panel done. This project, I'll tell you what, this thing is kicked my butt. It's taken way longer than I wanted to on it, but at least I was able to show you guys. I mean, in my application with the car that, with the project I'm doing, having the foam in there isn't going to work. So now I just showed you both, or I'll be showing you both ways on how to do it. I showed you with the foam. Now I'm going to show you with it just glued right to the vinyl. I'm gonna go ahead and start stretching this over. I believe I showed you how to do it with the foam, so I'm not gonna take up the time to show you guys without the foam on there, because it's the same process. So I'll be right back to you when I get this done. Well, I got them finished, so I'll show you what they look like. Went from this, just a piece of wood, vinyl, and a paper template, and then we'll walk on over here and take a look at the doors. Let me turn you around here. Alright, so I got them on here. I don't have my door handles on there. I do have the window crank, but I don't have the door handle, and I don't have the pull handles. But I got it on there. It's pretty smooth, other than, right there where the door handle and stuff's going to go. I bought these little fancy screws and put those ever so far on it. That one there broke. I'm going to get a shorter one to put in that hole. But I just put it right along there, like that. And then it's a really good fit. If you look down the side of the door, you can see it fits the door really good. No big gaps or anything like that. Same with this end here, no big gaps. I think it came out really, really good.
So with that being said, me showing you that and everything, I think this is where I'm going to end the video. So thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and the like. Please share, and I'll get back with you soon. Thanks. Bye.